is. Ta-da! I've actually put myself on camera. Feeling good about myself lately, so I thought I might as well start to be a bit more of a grown-up streamer instead of just hiding behind a little icon in the bottom left-hand corner of my stream. So firstly, I want to thank anyone for stopping by. Uh, as you may have seen in the title of the stream, I think I may have accidentally not updated the category, which I'll have to do now. I'm working on my commands, so a few things might need to be done about that. Oh, yep. Now you can look at us, Phoenix, and go, oh, God, he was that twat that told us to F off that time. How have you been anyway? How I saw you were lurking a lot on Kraken stream. Hopefully you've had a good Wednesday and a good hump day. Uh, just getting used to this whole idea of being on camera, you know, remembering things like not to scratch my ass or anything like that. Wearing pants is also something that, you know, I'm going to have to get used to doing if I've got a camera on. Won't be on all the time, but it's just something I thought that might just help us get a little bit more traction with the stream. Hey, Kraken, how's 7 days going? Damn, you handsome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's all good. Everyone's handsome. Everyone's good. Hey, Rat, how's it going? So, I am just going to quickly tweak the category because I'm not going to be technically doing Helldiver straight away. What I did want to do was just a bit of a reaction because on Tuesday, uh, Monday or Tuesday, thanks there, Twisted. Monday or Tuesday, we have the new map, I believe, coming out for zombies. So what I wanted to do was just go over this and just give a bit of a feedback uh, and like a bit of an idea of like what I think of it. So a bit of a reaction video. Christ, I couldn't get me words out. So there we go. So been on the Call of Duty website. I haven't had a chance to read through it yet, but I thought just as something a bit different, just to go over it and give it a bit of a talk. Face reveal, yep. Now I'll have to unreveal it and turn the camera off due to popular demand. One of the things that I've picked out the most about this is the fact that they're advertising the main character. The main, I don't think that's one of the story characters, but they're doing the whole twin katana. So Deadpool's probably been done to death lately, so and that looks more like a Ronin slash ninja. So I'm wondering if there's obviously something like that down the line. You know, they're running on the side of buildings, dual wielding weapons. Maybe we're getting something like that. But what they've said here is season 2 arrives next week, upending the new Order of Avalon. Engage with massive amount of new content. You know, 5 boring multiplayer maps, more than 6 new weapons. An amazing fact is there's a new zombies map, limited time Valentine's Day themed modes, which I'm hoping is going to mean that we're going to get something like a Valentine's mode for zombies as well, like we got with the Christmas. But everything's arriving on Tuesday, the 28th of January. I don't know why this week it has felt like a day behind or a day ahead. It doesn't feel like Wednesday to me. It's either Tuesday or Thursday. I can't quite get in the middle, and it's a very unusual feeling. So the big tagline is "The Hunter becomes the hunted." Black Ops 6 Season 2 is here. Now I'm hoping that means that we're going to start getting a bit maybe more on Richthofen or Project Janus, you know, a bit more about the story. Uh, Obviously, a lot of this is also going to be based around the sort of a bit of a narrative around the syndicate and the main story of the game, which I haven't played. I literally got the first mission done, got bored, and started killing zombies. So first thing is first, gonna have a look at the Black Ops 6. I don't know if that'll just be Warzone or if that's just going to be zombies, because that's all we care about here. Yeah, we'll go to zombies, then we'll look at that video a bit later. Scroll past the boring stuff. Oh, wow. Couples dance off. Nice. I want that skin. Come on, where's the zombies? Ooh. New quality of life upgrades. So, in addition to new content coming up on day 1 of Season 2, Treyarch are saying that they prioritize several quality of life improvement playlists, updates to some of the seasons. Ooh, I love that dark matter camo. But I think that's just multiplayer. So manual track the calling cards, which is good. It would be when obviously saying the manually tracking it. It would be great if we were able to actually manually track the calling cards and the camos in the game, or is it going to just be just on, the main sort of screen that we're not having to click through everything? Because I would love just to be able to say that I'm tracking the camo in zombies for the number of kills. Trying to remember how many critical kills you've got with a gun during a live map is an absolute nightmare. I hate it. You wind up like hoping that you get the little prompt up and then trying to keep track uh, based on the number of times you get the kill streaks. Then the top tracked and near completion calling cards and camera channels both appear in the lobby. Ah, ha, 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 oh. Yes, yes, please, yes, please. That is what I want. That is going to save so much time. Players will be able to set HUD presets they prefer for both multiplayer and zombies, keeping a unique setup per mode without needing to change settings and switching between modes. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Reduce collision with teammates, movability, further reduce weapon motion when jumping, sliding, with the dexterity perk equipped. Simplifying and expiring requirements for several calling card challenges as well as bug fix. That's alright. For more details on the Ricochet, I wonder why Ricochet is the reason, well, that and the fact that I'm absolute shite at it, the reason why I don't do PvP. But those skins look nice. I need someone to teach me PvP one day. So there's a few leagues, and there we go. That's what we tuned in for. That's what we want to see. So most people have already seen the tomb. So it's like a catacombs, burial, burial sort of excavation sort of area, as they're searching for the fabled Sentinel artifact, which, spoiler alert, is one of the things that we get asked to go look for at the end of Citadel de Mort. New enemy type and wonder weapon. So we get the electrifying shock mimic, and wield the deadly staff of ice. Now I have seen that. I thought it was arc, like electricity to begin with, but turns out it's not. Player-controlled hazard with etheric lanterns, so obviously, and pierce your enemies with the arrow trap. So that actually makes a bit of sense because obviously a lot of this has had us tapping into the ether for the traps and for the throughout. So following the Citadel moats, Weaver, Maya, Carver, and Grey all must take the amulet secured in Citadel to a cursed dig site. So obviously Professor Craft indicate that there's an elusive Sentinel artifact in the tunnels below. And obviously result reports of paranormal activity. So yeah, basically we all turn up and yeah, all hell breaks loose. Big thing there is obviously releasing Samantha Maxis from her imprisonment in the Dark Ether. Now, if you've seen the opening to Liberty Falls, obviously we've got the giant orb that Sam got sucked into, is also what Sam, the computer that we've been dealing with, works off. So whether or not she is good or bad is up to discussion. A new adventure following the doomed explorer. So gonna probably have a bit of an Indiana Jones theme to it, and I would half expect to see maybe one or two sort of Tomb Raider, Indiana Jones themed. Ooh, get the words out right. A few Indiana Jones and Tomb Raider themed Easter eggs. That's in that. So obviously the crew's getting a bit better. Now straight away, looking at this Archibald, that to me, that's just screaming Panos. It looks like somebody trapped in the Dark Ether. So we'll be guiding them all through. Obviously, Peck, Ravanoff, Strauss, and Raptor One, they're all going to be in the background arguing and giving us a bit of comic relief, which, you know, we're quite willing to have. And then obviously the usual crew of Maya, Carver, Grey, and Weaver, with Sam being there as well. And then we can see some of the pictures and the maps there, which look absolutely fantastic. I do wonder though, obviously, if the shading of the zombies are looking at that. The Dukes seem quite hard to sort of blend in over the background, so I may have to get a few visual assistances on the go. But all in all, I think that looks brilliant. I think that is absolutely brilliant. That looks like that must be the trap, because it has the same sort of feel as the traps in Citadel. Surface level dig site is your entryway to the rest of the map, so it's obviously where we spawn. Strange glowing ruin marks, certain alcoves, perhaps a gateway to a subterranean regions beyond. A large, partially uncovered stone face lies in the pit of the site, roped off and long forgotten. Nearby, a fallen pillar, the scale of stairs, scaffolding to further explore the area. Don't linger too long, lest you end up like the headless statue on the upper tiers of this archaeological area. That, obviously you can't see me mouse. Oh, you can. Good. So that, to me, that could be the boss. That would be a really, really cool arcadey style sort of boss where you're having to fight the giant, fight a giant head in the coming out the ground, like Contra. I think that could be something we could do. Obviously, going underneath, then we sort of wind up. It almost looks like a bit of a mixture of, yeah, I would say that's quite familiar with obviously the likes of the French catacombs, the ones under Paris. And then we've got quite a lot of Roman style tombs as well. You obviously got Julius Caesar there, possibly some sort of Greek, definitely a Greco-Roman aesthetic there as well. And then we've got the Shrine of the Hierophants. I don't think they've changed it too much from uh, Citadel in that regard, because that looks a lot like the interior of the castle. Obviously, the whole flame lightings. But then this area looks like it's got quite a huge open area. I hope there's not a low ceiling as well, because that would be a pain to have the parasites floating up and just flying off into the sunset. Just grab a drink. Giant coffee cup, the way that all life should be. And then we've got the Doorway to Nowhere and the Dark Ether Nexus. Again, that is screaming the church in Liberty Falls. So I definitely feel that this is going to somehow tie Liberty Falls into the overarching story of what was going on, because the first two maps were obviously following the main crew, and Liberty Falls was just almost like a side, had nothing to do with it, had talked about director Richthofen and Project Janus and zombies coming out, but didn't really go into any detail. And obviously they've redacted the story. Wonder if you copy and paste that, does it bring anything up? Nah. It's always worth a shot. Oh, wow. I like that. It's like like a single-headed abomination. So often disguise themselves as useful items. Oh, shit. These shocking creatures break out of illusion, approaching and grabbing victims with their tentacles, razor sharp claws. Oh, they're going to be ammo chests. I'm like thinking of like what useful items. So unless there's something that we're going to have to pick up on the map, uh, they're going to be hidden as ammo chests, and hopefully it's not random. Then we got this bit here: other entities of the tomb. Inhabitants of the tomb represent the Swath worshippers. So obviously the zombies are gonna. You can see they're obviously a lot different design. You know, we've had 3 different types. You know, we've had I like to say the Dead Rising style, the average town folk. We've got almost like Roman soldiers and Greek soldiers all along there as well. And there we've got the Staff of Ice. So is that? I wonder if that's just going to be a case of like doing like a freeze, like with the cryo ammo. Yeah, look at that. So these zombies are going to look a lot more skeleton-like than what we've been currently getting. Maybe a few there look a bit more like mummies, but they're very, I don't want to say bland, but it being taken as an insult against the devs. This looks very bland, as in, you know, the color schemes are very blending into the background, and that must be the ether arrow traps as well that they were talking about further up there. So there's a bit few things there. Ooh, We've got a new Perca-Cola, Depth as Perception. So this is from Black Ops 4, for those who remember. So this is obviously going to give us the ability to detect enemies. Basically a wall hack, but just for zombies. I think that is going to be very, very, very useful. I love the machine there. So we've obviously got Treasure Hunter, which obviously must make it easier to see. Yeah, so Treasure Hunter spot items others can miss from loot containers as well as special and elite kills. Death Stars, your elemental weakness damage has a chance to kill an enemy that is low on health. So obviously that's like an insta kill, which that's absolutely brilliant. Critical Eye, a small chance that a body shot can become a critical shot. Oh, that will make grinding things like the camel getting the critical kills with weapons like the GS45s and explosive weapons. I wonder how that's going to feed itself in, and is it going to make it so it's a lot easier for us just to be able to shoot the ground and get the kills. Oh, fucking hell. That is amazing. Rubber-ducky. That is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. I love it. I wonder if it like stops them getting like close to you, or if it's just that will be brilliant. Obviously, especially if you're trying to do the higher grinds, just trying to get yourself going. So dead drop rates of salvage equipment are greatly increased. So obviously, if you're using a weapon that doesn't have the suppressor on, that's going to mean that you can get away with a few different firing mobs without losing out. So that will definitely be a good one to farm. Support weapon War Machine. Give the undead an explosive taste of their own entrails with this. All right, so it's a grenade launcher, right? Yeah, I was going to say it'll be a long time before we get that directed mode. They're saying obviously mid-season, so that's going to be what's back into February. The fact is, if they're putting that, let them change the HUD to put things like the Nebula, the gold, trying to get that. Hi, Jabberwocky. How are you doing today? Yes, I have decided to brave a camera. And I never heard your chat appear, so that means I haven't turned on Mix It Up, which will be happening right now when it decides it's going to do it. You piece of technology that likes to drive me insane. And then obviously we've got the Warzone. Don't care about Warzone. So let's just get ourselves down to weapon details. So obviously we've got some rank camos. Oh, they're doing Terminator. Nice. Ooh. Oh, that looks. Oh, crossbow attachment. hope that's in zombies. Belt fed attachment as well. Oh, that'll be brilliant. So we've got Terminator and Shadowhunt. You, don't be silly, B. If I haven't broke a camera, you're not going to break a camera. So we've got Terminator, Shadowhunt, St. Patrick's Day, Clover Craze. Shadowhunt, I'm really interested to see what that's going to be. Be interesting that. I want that skin there because I just want to see that. I love that ninja design, but the rest of them, the Black Cell ones, I don't know, they're just a bit vanilla. Yeah, 1100 card points. I made sure to keep that back on. Obviously, we've got the Black Cell. So Black Cell owners can access the Season 2 Battle Pass. I don't know if actually I get that automatically because I did buy the Vault Edition. So I don't know if it comes under that or not, but certainly like the look of that. 1100 card points. Definitely like that because that's obviously the next season. It does look pretty cool though. I will not tell a lie. I like the look of that. I know I'd seen a few other creators out there that were talking about some of the things that they'd found through doing the naughty things, getting information where they shouldn't have got the information. We're talking about potential turtles, but I don't see them doing anything like that. And that is it. Obviously, I'm going to upload this video to YouTube, so if you want any thoughts, please leave your thoughts in the comments. But this is the Lone Wolf, and now I'm going to go back to my regularly scheduled programming, which is Helldivers. Take care.